day. Well, at least it's an exciting start of the day for us. It's still the morning over here in the States. Welcome to an exciting new first race of the season for Delta Zero Productions. Here we are today at Spa in Austria. I'm one of your commentators. My name is Ivor Zim. I am joined by...
Middle name Ryan. I'm the other one. I'm in a day. Well, not twice as much, but close enough. Like a third as much. 1 in 33%.
Change lap data. I think that's
we'll
nice.
grab that same setup we had before when we were streaming some actual racing.
So did you notice we gained a driver?
Oh, we did.
We're
gain
now
a
at
driver.
16. We were at 15.
And we have 2.
That's just for the
that's just for
formation.
For formations.
Or is this the race? Did we just go right into it?
I don't think we go right into it. I don't see any time.
No. I feel pretty good.
Especially because we're doing
This is the formation lap. Yeah. We really should. It's okay. We're here. We're here. I think we're the audience, but we're just given microphones.
We're the only ones allowed to talk.
We're the audience, but with personality.
Listen to our voice.
So, if we're looking here at our a quick reminder of our lineup here, we have Fabry, 0503, Z1 Hyper, Pastor, Bad Car Guy, KGD Daddy, Tassos 70 Ollie, Tassos 7 Ollie. Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
Yeah.
Toby 92080, Casper Deuce, Eon, Joseph, Derpy, Pseudo Paracyclic, DZP, Fallen Angel, Pink, 12, Aurora, Forza, Yoik. I'm sticking to it until I'm proved otherwise, and well done. So I think
that was well done.
Thank you. I did my best.
Yeah.
It's the caffeine. It's what allows me to read so quickly.
Yep, that's half of my body.
It really does. It's what makes me function on a daily basis. I was leaving my apartment today to come over here, and I saw one of my neighbors, which was my first mistake. And she's like, "Oh, how's it going today?" And I'm like, "Not too bad." And she's like, "That doesn't sound very convincing." I'm like, "Well, I didn't have my coffee yet.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to Starbucks. I need to find the energy."
It wasn't supposed to be convincing.
It wasn't supposed to be convincing.
I don't know you anything.
I lied. I put on the fake laugh, and I lied. And now here I am actually laughing. So, caffeine.
Yeah.
What a thing. Tire info? I got you. You want tire info? He wants tire info.
We can throw out tire info.
Boom. Mediums.
Look at that info.
Couple hards. So, okay, so...
No intermediates.
No intermediates. It's dry. Yes. You knew that, though.
Yeah, now
So we're finishing up the formation lap here, coming in. Let's see here. Okay, so I have found that starts are like the hardest. I can't do it.
You know what I found? Waldo.
Hey,
I had one of those books. Found him.
No, but so at the start of the race here, we're ready to do this.
That we are. And more importantly, our racers are ready to do this.
And here we go, just about to begin. Ooh, I like this view. For the start. So you really get to get a concept of what's going on. We are lights away, the drivers are off, and we're gonna hop back just a little bit as we come into this first turn. See how everyone is doing coming through the corners. It looks like so far, ooh, a little bit of contact there, a little bit of ghosting. And we had a collision down there in the back, a couple people off track. That's gonna shake things up a little bit.
That it will.
Okay. We're gonna hop up to the front a little bit. I'm telling you, man. I'm thinking today is gonna be action packed.
You know what? If contact is gonna happen, I'd rather it happen at 5 miles an hour or 5 kilometers an hour rather than at high speeds.
You know, I think one of the things about stuff like that happening in the beginning is that it allows people the opportunity to kind of recover.
Yes.
You know, when it happens right at the end, it can just throw so many wrenches into strategies and end of race strategies. I'm gonna hop over. I want to see what that did to. Ooh, that's a nice view. I like this track. Ooh, cutting it in. Ooh, Z1 Hyper with some.
That is a beautiful track view right there.
Isn't it? It's a good one. Okay, so our 1, 2, 3. Actually, this is really close. I'm really hoping we have a DRS train once we get a couple more laps in.
We certainly will.
I love to see that. I love to see that. We're gonna hop down into Pastor's cockpit. So pretty close bunches here. About a 1 second gap between our 1 and 2 drivers. I'm gonna go back to Bad Car Guy actually. He's kind of right there with him, and we have a little bit of space.
Yeah, we can see the
whole, our number
whole
5.
Front pack.
Yeah, you can see that bit of a line going along. and who's out there. So I'm thinking that once we get going, these guys are fast. This is gonna be good. I'm excited. Is it obvious?
Oh, I can.
Is it obvious?
Yeah. Well, it's obvious, but other people can't see the physical thing that I can see.
Oh, I see, I see. All right, so our first fastest lap time in with our #1 driver, Fabry at 1:54.213. Love to see it. I'm gonna switch this over to, I don't want stops, I want position change, because we had a lot of things happen at the start.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that lap for Fabry. At 150, it was 153. Yeah. That's fast out there. That would have been fast.
So okay, so here's a couple things you have to keep in mind from qualifying to this.
Just me. Nobody else keep this in mind, though.
Yes, just, well, because you probably don't know this.
Yeah.
Qualifying setups are a little bit different. You have less gas and you're on like faster tire. Like you're on
pseudo 5-second penalty.
Speeding in the pit lane. Okay, so they had to have taken a bit of damage.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised. It was a bit of a messy start there.
It was.
I'm telling you, man, that first corner you have to go slow through it. The angle you have to take is careful. You got to be careful. So it looks like it's just really two drivers that were affected. Derpy. Oh no.
What happened with Derpy?
Okay, there must have been an incident on track. Someone came off a little bit, so it looks like Derpy is out of the race.
Yes.
We'll have to find out what happened later. I don't think we would have caught any of that on camera.
Yeah, not yet. If you know what happened in chat, let us know.
We're gonna go right here to where a bit of our racing is, because I like to go to where things are tight. And I know our number 1, 2, and 3 are within 1 second, but I love seeing cars battling it out for positions regardless of where it's at.
Twinsies. I also like things that are tight.
Oh my God, look at us. So Ian Joseph is moved up 2 positions, 0.2 away from our number 6 driver. And I think, you know what I was saying, where I think we're going to be developing pockets of action and pockets of racing.
Certainly.
I think we're starting to see that develop here in lap number 2. Huge dive bomb by the Alpine right off the bat. Yeah, you know, sometimes when you're making those big moves, you got to be careful. Nice move, Robert. Yeah, I'm looking. We're gonna jump back up to the front. Ooh, contact out there with Ian Joseph.
Contact.
I think he was. I think so. I want to say it was Tassos that got bumped.
Yes.
We'll have to watch the replay on that. That's part of the reason why I love it. We're doing this stream like this. You can see what happened after the fact.
Certainly.
Okay, so we're settling into about 1 second gaps all around. Toby here.
Yeah, lots of gaps.
Half a second. So we're gonna settle in here for a little bit. I want to see if anything else shakes out as we have this kind of like drivers battling it back and forth, and then we'll be able to go from there and see what happens. Because we're gonna jump up to the front a little bit, but I think we're still settling in.
Yeah.
I think our drivers are still settling in. Did you hear that?
That I did that DRS.
We're here, and there it is. That was a little bit extra pace. He's going for his move in the Williams.
Yep.
Love to see a Williams making moves. All right, is he able to keep it though? Let's change view a little bit. There we go.
Certainly kept it. What happened there?
I don't know. I didn't see any of everyone.
It's the mystery of the disappearing car.
I know, right? Well, it probably just happened really quickly. I was looking for something else. I missed it. Really bad race. Sadly, really helped race it a bit. You know, Derby, it happens to the best of us. We're gonna be looking forward to seeing you again next week. You know, I mean, shake it off. It happens. Not every race is gonna be impeccable. I certainly didn't have my best showing.
Not every race is going to be impeccable. I mean, look at Broken Hypocrite this time. He's not even going to finish.
Not even going to finish.
Yeah.
Because he's not even starting. Yeah.
Despicable.
But Derpy, we're looking forward to seeing you back out there. Sorry it happened to you. But we're going to take a look back on what's happening on the track here. We have Bad Car Guy in number 3 coming along. So things are settling in. A little bit of action in the middle of the pack. We're going to hop down. I want you to keep... we're going to go down. I want to see what's happening. Where's all this speed going? Or did something happen? People are moving around because something happened. Let's settle in here and see where Tasso's going. Because I think he's a driver that has some speed. And I don't think he's had a ton of great luck happening out here on track for people in positioning.
You see him make a move right there.
Yeah, moving around, moving on up. Fallen Angel here in 11. He looks like I heard DRS, so it looks like he was able to stay within it just enough in range. I want to see if Tassos didn't make any moves here for good turns.
Certainly.
Not quite, but I like to see this. It's close. We're in about 1 to 2 seconds. Couple spots where we're at, sub 1. Sub 1, getting out there and going after it.
Certainly. We have well done, moving up 9 positions so far. He's managed to, even though he started in the back, keep clear of most of the incidents that have happened here. So he's moved up 9 positions.
We have Pango here who just had a little bit of movement here. Tassos is right behind him. A little bit of battling for position here in the middle of the grid. I love to see it. Keep a look on number 6 for me, KGB Daddy, because he's close there
He's
too.
very close.
So there's definitely some action going on all throughout the track.
Yeah, he's getting closer and closer there to
looks like he might be trying to make a move. Probably setting up here, I think. Oh, no, he's backing out a little bit. See, it's tough to find, I've found, in racing, because you can do a lot with time trials and finding, good lines and pacing and, altering setups and all that.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to tell me, I know all that.
But the reality, once you get out onto the track and having to adapt to, like, ever-changing essentially, like, realities of what's going on and the differences can be quite a bit.
Right now we're taking a look at Nazos here. Still about 0.4 seconds back from our number 9 seed, Pink.
We're going to hop up a little bit to the 5 and 6 position.
Oh, and...
Because we have... Oh, it was just about 3 wide right there. Ooh, battling it out for positions through this turn. Able to avoid contact there as they're settling in. And off to the races they go.
And you know what? Well done. Moves up to position.
I like to see it. So Tassus there making up another spot on Pango. So look at the position changes that we have here throughout the whole track. A lot has been mixed up for qualifying till now, and our number, what was our back of the grid start, well done, is already up into number 5.
Yeah. All right.
So he's someone to watch.
Definitely another position moved up. Impressive. I know Pseudo struggled a little because he was caught up in that contact early on.
Yeah.
Pit. So I'm sure he'll be looking to make up some ground as well.
But there's a lot of race left. I mean, we're 5 laps in. We have 17 laps left.
Exactly.
There's plenty of time for things to shake out and see what happens and where we're gonna go.
We have Fabry, and number 1 has kind of just held on to that number 1 seed so far for these 5 laps. So it's interesting to see if anyone can catch up. We have Hyper in second place.
So there's a little bit of chat about tires. So Pango did start on hards as we're talking about here. So Broken thinks hards are the right choice. So I would imagine that Broken's is, or in this case Pango's mindset is that he's going to stay out on hards longer.
Yes.
Try to keep it going. And I don't know if he can pull up probably laps on hards himself. He probably does.
My question to that would be, do you have to?
It's always a good strategy. Because with the wear, and hards just aren't the fastest compound to begin with, so if you can get to a point where you can fit it in, it's we're going to move up a little bit to our 1, 2, and 3 and check out how they're doing. I want to see what Fabry's doing out here, because he has had a commanding lead from the start.
Certainly has.
Both in qualifying and out here on the track. Ooh! And he lost it through a turn.
Ooh, right
Z1
there.
Hyper passed him up. Bad car guy is probably going to be catching up. There he is, catching up with him at just a second.
Yeah, managed to get through him right when he was.
But he only lost 2 positions, so that was a good recovery, and no damage was taken. And now he's going to be battling it out. So a little bit of a shakeup in our 1, 2, and 3. And now here he is chasing down Bad Car Guy in our number 2 spot. So a lot of race left.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
position
saying.
changes can happen just like that.
Position changes galore. That's fun thing. I love position changes. It's one of my favorite things to see. Oh, it's neater. It's really neat. Ooh, actually, okay. Bit of a spread out there.
Certainly.
From our front to our back.
Still have most of our.
Yeah, it really is the commentator's curse. We try to avoid it. We do our best. Nothing but good vibes out into the universe.
Yes.
It's we've been shackled with the realities that are our job.
Yes.
And we do our best to avoid it. Yeah, no, we were saying Limpo Dan is pulling off a crazy performance today, going from the back. Actually, let's take a
11
look.
positions up is impressive.
I want to see what he's doing today.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't do that. I would not be able to do that.
Oh, and we have Fabry getting really close to Bad Car Guy.
They're having that back and forth up there after his
3
incident.
seed. And making a move now.
Yep, he's taking it back. He's saying, nope, that's mine.
Yep.
That slip-up's not going to cost me my position.
Yep, you don't often see Red Rocket get overtaken like that.
No, I mean, well, so, okay, here's the thing. We got fast races.
Yeah, we did.
We got fast races, so we're seeing some competition, a little bit friendly competition.
Yeah,
Just a little bit
that's
friendly
what we like
competition.
to see.
You know, I like to see high-level performances. I like to see our top-tier racing. So So we have Z1 Hyper with a 3-second lead between 1 and 2. I think Fabry has the pace though to keep chipping away at that gap.
I believe
A little bit of a wiggle there from Bad Car Guy. Lost about a second, I think, on that.
See, they're coming around right now, sector 2. See, we're getting a little bit of spacing here on the track. No sub 1 second deltas out there.
That's okay. It's okay. They'll come back.
Track. Not too bad though.
No, I kind of actually, for me, I actually like taking that a little bit wider on the curb there because you can, it handles it. So
feel more
not all curbs are alike when it comes to how many they are to you.
So
It's the, yeah, like people, exactly. But so, okay. So, and depending on the track, especially too, because when you're coming around, sometimes you'll have some, like, you know those like yellow bumpers, you ever see those? You know,
the ones you get at like the arcade?
No.
Okay.
So on the track, there's yellow. You'll see they're just harder curves basically, and they're yellow, and they kind of like they just show up differently on the track. Just look for them, you'll see them. Those are rude. Those ones hurt. They do not play well with you. And every now and then, if you catch some of these curves wrong, you're gonna mess. You're just gonna lose it. I will always. I'll speak for myself. I'll speak for myself.
We got about a similar amount of position for a while now. No real changes.
I want to take a look. I want to take a look at this. I want to see what he's doing today because 11 positions is a lot to make up, and I think because I don't believe he was able to get into 10th qualifying of the late edition, which means he was put in the back, and so I think we're seeing where he potentially would have started.
Certainly,
would have started, and I wonder if that would have changed. So a lot of race left, and I think he's still gaining pace.
Also, something we've noticed in these first 8 laps is that chance of rain is climbing, and those tires are getting a bit dreary.
That is true. We might need to see some racers swapping out to intermediates. Probably not. We might. It's possible. Someone.
Who was it that had intermediates in qualifying?
My memory is poor, sir.
We'll figure that out. We'll tell you.
We'll figure it out on the replay.
We'll narrow it down, and we'll know who's psychic.
We'll get there. I just have bad recall. So like on this, you can actually take that green strip on the right there. You can have your right wheel out on that, and it allows you to take a wider curve coming into here. And then going Casper. Thank you, chat. Casper was on the inters in quali, aka RP Sizzle. Thank you for the knowledge. Thank you for the knowledge. So then Casper's going to be the one that's prepared. Who's sitting in number 7. So if his strategy is, well, if it does rain, commentator's curse forbid.
Exactly.
I mean, it'll be exciting to see. So I intentionally avoid racing in wet conditions because I absolutely hate it. I want to see how our number 1 is settling in here. Z1 Hyper. It looks like he is catching up to the back of the pack.
Yes.
Going after if he hasn't already started. Well, we can find that out. We can there we go.
143, so not quite.
Knocking on the door.
Close enough.
I don't like the leader. I think interval is nicer.
Interval's nicer.
Isn't it?
We can see those deltas better. Oh, we got some racing at the 8th seed there.
You saw what I saw.
Yeah, 7-8.
Because I just like to see people chasing after each other and like, because that's where to me that's where the racing is when you're navigating and trying to weave your way through and battling for position. Ooh, Sukumar has left the session. Unfortunate, but I don't see it on the trap. Okay. Ooh, did Pastor make? Oh no, we're going there. Oh, Toby's making a move.
Oh,
contact. Oh, they both spun out. Okay, it looks like there's no damage. Ghosting is on, so we had a car race through there. That is going to be a bit to have to recover on.
Yeah, definitely saw that front left wheel tap that back right wheel.
It happens. It happens. We're going to jump up to Fabry in number 4 position. He is trying to knock on the door.
Yeah, we have actually a... Oh, we have Revan and Bad Car Guy in our number 1 seed right now. Did we have a hit or what happened there?
No, because there's not enough of a time difference. I think he just moved up in position.
Just moved up and we missed it.
We were looking. Well, a lot happened.
We saw the action somewhere else.
2 people spun out. Yeah. It's like an open lobby, man.
And we have a pit right now, actually. Bad Car Guy going into the pit. So is Hyper.
so they're probably one a little bit of touchy.
Yeah, a little touchy. Fabry's going in the pit as well.
I mean, we are halfway through. This isn't a bad time to start thinking about your pit strategy and going in.
That we
and
are.
Look at what that does. Number 2, all the way from the back, 14 positions he has climbed up.
That he has. It'll be interesting to see what the pit strategy is for some of these people. Like Well Done, who's had such a high climb now that he's moved all the way up into second.
Yeah, well, I was honestly kind of surprised to see all that action right there in the beginning. Oh, Well Done did switch. Oh, he hasn't switched tires. Let's swap over to
Let's take a look at tires here.
Alright, so Limp is still on his hard. Pastor is racing on 9 lap old mediums. Fallen when it switched up to well. But so Bad Car Guy and Fabry have both switched up to hard, so it looks like they're in it for the long run. I don't think it'll race. And we have Z1 Hyper who also swapped over to medium, so a little bit of a different strategy there.
We might take a look real quick at our 6th seed.
Tassos.
Pretty low delta here.
He's chasing down Fabry. So Tassos here is on the faster tires. They're a little bit more warm.
And Fabry's tires aren't warm yet at all. This is just coming out on hards here, so...
Different compounds, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out for them. I'm curious to see the racers that did start on hards. I'm curious to see how long they're going to stay on hards, because I think that is the question. And there's always
quite a few of them out there too.
We're gonna jump back right here with one, just so that we can kind of see this train of people battling it out in our just about our 6, 7, 8.
You know, and speaking of people sitting out there on tires, also you have Toby and Tazos
making a move, coming on the outside, trying to defend.
Not quite.
A little bit of a battle going back and forth. Love to see it. Is he able to keep it? Nice racing. And okay, Z1 Hyper takes it on the inside. And Tassos went into the pits. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Bad Car Guy. See how you're doing. About a half a second off from our number 3 KGB.
And it'll
Both
be really...
of them are on hards, but Bad Car Guy's refresher, and with one lap in there, starting to find something.
And here we go. We have 2 people in the pits who are on 10-lap mediums. We now only have...
there's the pass.
A few other people out there on double-digit mediums. It'll be interesting to see when they decide to hit.
I like the broadcast views on this track because they're playing nice.
They're
with me
great
today.
views on this track.
They're playing nice with me today.
You know,
this is very satisfying.
we have talked a little bit of smack about other broadcast views on other tracks.
Ooh, a spin from Fabry. Okay, that's not going to be good.
That's going to hurt. That's actually his second, at least the second spin we've seen so far that was kind of free of other people in the vicinity.
You know, sometimes it's hard to maintain speed. So, okay, I hate hards. Period. They're trash. Not trash, but I just don't like them. I can't. I am trash on them. I will speak for myself. I am trash on them because I need more credit.
Yes.
Like I'll get setups from friends, and I always first thing I do is bump up some of the rear downforce because I need it with how I'm driving. I just need a little bit more grip. I need a little bit more, locking into those turns, because I struggle with that, and I struggle with finding my line that's not on the grid. Because I like to kind of use the track.
I'm gonna take a look at Pseudo here real quick. He's about half a second behind Aurora. You can see
Bad Car Guy with the new fastest lap time, 146.717. Lap record is Valtteri Bottas with a 146. Oh, it was taken away by Z1 Hyper.
Oh,
right after 146.299.
Oh, Z1 Hyper so close to that lap record there. So close, not quite.
146.286.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see it today?
That was just less than a few hundredths of a second off.
So he is battling it out. I'm torn.
You know what
I want to see the action here.
Fast racing.
It is fast racing.
We see some position changes there in the middle of the field.
We're gonna.
10.
Well, those are the pits. Those are pit changes. But I want to go up here to watch C1 Hyper.
You know, and
actually,
now we're seeing.
I want to pull up these lap times.
We have
We're
Maldonado.
do position change, and I want to see fastest lap. So there it is.
There we
Hyper,
go.
Our fastest lap.
We have Maldonado, who has, I believe, a 7-second lead right now, but he's also one of the few people out there on mediums on 11 laps. So it'll be interesting to see just when that changes up and he has to pit. Let's see, we have Well Done still maintaining that position change of 11, which is anytime you see that double-digit position change, that's pretty impressive.
I mean, well, the other thing too to look at and to consider is there's been a lot of movement on the track.
There has.
All around. There isn't a racer who is where they started.
That's true. Not a single one.
No, but I mean, I like that though, like, because it means things have actually happened on the track, and I think that's what racing is all about.
That's true.
If it wasn't, well, it's kind of like Monaco.
If it wasn't,
you know,
you wouldn't have to race.
Well, the thing, like Monaco, right? The race is the qualifying because it's so hard to pass there, and as cars have gotten bigger, like it's already such a narrow course, or a narrow track, I should say, that you're okay. Oh, sorry, just a little. KGB's going to the pit. Z1 Hyper's moving on along. Luke puts him into third position. But as these cars have gotten bigger, like some of the tracks, the newer tracks, you know, but like Monaco's so, you know, and it's just such a, it's to me, like when you think about F1 racing, they kind of like,
Iconic.
yeah, iconic. But like it's just tough. It's just, I'll just leave it at that. Just leave it at that. There's a lot. Okay. Do you see action? I want to see action. I'm gonna hop down to our number 10 position. We have a sub 1 with Toby trying to make some move on to Casper here. Neither of them decided to pit now. I want to take a quick other look at our tires because I think that, do we have penalties? Anyone have penalties? No, so that is not even a question right now.
Yeah, we had Pseudo get a penalty earlier, but it looks like they served it when they were in
Now we have Toby here from our PlayStation side, hunting down Casper in our number 9 position. So both of them are on fairly fresh hards. No one has gone for a soft approach on this track today.
Nope. And it looks like there we have
Making the move. We're gonna hop over here, watching as they come around. All right. Lots of position changes, man. KGB Daddy coming out on new mediums. We'll see how that benefits him throughout the rest of the race. And I think that right here, so this is about it. Between Toby and Casper are 9 and 10, and then Pseudo and Aurora are 13 and 14. That's kind of what the only, everyone else has settled in a bit. Everyone else has kind of found their pace.
A little bit of larger gap.
Yeah, a little bit of a larger gap. Pastor is still out on 12 lap old mediums.
Yep.
And if we remember, Pseudo had the incident early on. He had to pit early, right?
Yes.
So he's on those 10 lap old
Also
cars,
10
but
lap.
he's got a little bit more room on them. And you have to keep in mind the mediums won't have lasted as long as those hards.
Yes.
So Pastor, he's potentially going to have to start thinking about pitting, and that might mean, well, it would mean, okay, medium tired lap, well done, 146.278.
Yeah.
And that is officially faster than Valtteri Bottas. Congratulations, good sir. Faster than an F1 driver.
That's fantastic. Not only those position changes, but also claiming that fastest lap.
Yep. I like to see it. It's impressive. It's
Me
impressive.
too.
And I think that just speaks to the talent that we have here.
Yeah, especially
in the race. And I'm excited to see it because there's 16 guys out, 15 still on the track. And we're gonna hop up actually to that car guy in our number 2 position because I want to see our number 1 and 2 battling it out here.
Let's go in.
And so again, we have to keep in mind we have bad car guy is settled into these tires now, 4 lap old, and ooh, there he is making the move
right there.
Making the move on Pastor. All right, I think those tires might be catching up to him.
Certainly, you see how quickly he's losing ground there. Almost 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds back now. 3 seconds back. No, he spun out.
Are we gonna see it? Are we able to catch it?
Not quite, but you definitely saw a little bit of a spin there, though it doesn't look like he's losing quite as
Z1
much
Hyper
more.
is out.
Yeah.
Oh man, okay. That was crazy. I wonder, we're gonna have to watch the replay on that. I missed it.
That we will.
I missed it. I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah.
That happened so quickly.
Same.
That happened so quickly. Okay, well,
Actually, our 3 seed is knocking on the door of Maldonado. I think you're going to see him with those 13 lap old mediums get past here in just a second. Because it looks like his tires are indeed affecting. Let's go!
What happened there?
That was some more collision there. Oh, and again! Oh no!
Oh my god. Okay.
That was some damage we saw, but luckily it looks like not enough to take anyone off the course.
But he lost his front wing, so he's going to be heading into the pits there. There's going to be a couple guys heading into the pits after some of the incidences that just happened here. That's going to change things. I'm surprised there's not a safety car. Yeah, Rob did get a lot of help from Pastor there.
Certainly.
Pastor has a puncture. Ooh, okay. Lots going on.
Yeah,
All right.
lots of action right now in lap 15.
Okay, where do we want to settle in? Let's settle in. Let's settle in with our number 1 seed. I need to take a moment to digest what just happened. So we have Bad Car Guy after everything shakes out now. Bad Car Guy number 1, Fabry number 2, KGB Daddy number 3, Tassos 7, Ollie number 4, Eon Joseph 5, and then Pastor settled into 6 after that with Casper chasing him down.
You know, and both Pastor and Limp, well done, went into the pits, but they're both coming out on softs. The only two racers on softs now.
Well, they stayed out so long, 7 laps on softs. Those are gonna treat you nicely the whole way through. I think, especially if you manage them well.
Some close racing here at 6
Chris,
and 7.
Chris, you definitely called it. This has been an epic race today. It'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see how this all shakes out in the end. I want to pull up penalties.
Yeah, nobody has
But I don't see any penalties.
any right now.
That's okay.
Which is good.
I'm surprised by that though.
It's
There was a
rare as
lot of
well.
things that have actually just happened.
Yes.
So we're gonna close that.
Used to seeing less action with more penalties.
Right? Yeah. I'm gonna hop back down to Pastor. He's got some pace here, and he is gonna be hunting down Casper. Wow, exciting turn of events.
Yeah.
Limp did have a ton of progress. I mean, I'm hoping he can make it up from progress as well, because it's really, it's tough to see when you kind of like starting from the back, moving your way all the way up to the right at the front, and then losing it.
Both 7 and 8 right now, out there on softs, and historically so far,
and so we have
fast.
Oh, there we go, making the move. Let's swap over. Okay, and we are away.
Pastor back at 7
a little bit. You can see Casper is just right there with him, but then, well done is right.
Well
he's
done,
sub
catching
1
up
too.
to Casper again.
So he's in DRS range. He's on softs. He's gonna have more speed than Casper just because of that.
And you can see his delta just slowly dropping. See, he's right on him there.
So, a couple things as we're watching this action play out here on the track that we have to consider is that both of us.
There we go.
There it is. Okay, maybe potentially making a move here. Too wide. All right. Looks like we have the pass on Casper, and now he's going to be chasing down Pastor. So that tire strategy with those softs is going to give him the pace to potentially give him the edge here as we're coming in. We got 6 laps left.
Certainly will, and with only 6 laps left, you know who's looking real good out there?
Bad car guy.
That gap between
16 seconds. That was what I wanted to talk about. So we have our 1, 2, and 3 spaced out. 16 seconds between our 1 and 2, and then another 10 seconds between our 2 and 3. So he's pretty comfortable. He's on 6 lap old hards. He's not going to need to swap those out.
No. Especially with only 5 laps now to go.
I'm gonna swap views there because
swirly. Oh, and a spin. Well done, spins.
I think I did that.
Commentators.
I'm sorry. I blame myself. I feel like I pressed the button and it happens.
Okay, we'll also all blame.
I will blame myself. I apologize. We're gonna let him do his thing.
Yes.
Try to spread it around. Maybe we'll take a look at Bad Car Guy and see how he's doing in the front.
See if we can affect this a little bit.
I mean, man,
bring those deltas down.
What's your superpower? I ruin everything I look at.
Yeah.
I hope not, but we see Ferrari out here in the lead.
A little bit worse than time stopping.
Chris, we wish you were out here too. I'm hoping you'll be back next week.
Certainly.
But the thing that I wanted to talk about real quick, we have 3 racers that aren't finishing. Z1 Hyper, Fallen Angel, and Derpy. Derpy early on we lost. And then Z1 Hyper and Fallen kind of right around the same time with all those incidences in lap 15-ish. Kind of just all happened at once. It's a lot to see. It's a lot to see right now. Yeah, the commentator's Chris strikes again. I apologize. We smudged the room before we started. We manifested good intentions and good vibes.
Didn't help.
It didn't help. It made it worse.
Yep.
Apparently. So we have Pango 5 laps on those mediums, swapping out to softs in the pits. And I think he might be trying to either 1, give himself an edge in these last couple, or 2, go after the fastest lap, which is always possible.
Certainly.
Not on Robert. So Robert's superpower, is that he's unaffected. Unaffected.
You know, that's a pretty decent superpower.
Yeah. It is pretty good. So, Pangle now though has faster tires. He is, I think, You're trying to chase down some drivers.
And Aurora just pitted and switched off the softs as well.
I actually like to change this over to leader.
See how we're
And
doing.
then I want to change this to position change. Those to me, I think, tell the story of this race.
That they do.
I think there's so much that's happened, right? We have Casper and Toby here actually really close together.
Yeah, Limp, Well Done is super close as well.
The interval, though, I think helps me keep track of what's going on here. So we're gonna go back to Limp actually. So I want to see this 1, 2, 3 here that we have chasing off. DRS is enabled, chasing each after each other with a little bit of a DRS train. Good old DRS train. So, but Limp Well Done though still has moved up 7 positions from the start.
Yeah.
And that's a lot. Oh, Chris is saying there's going to be a bit of tension in the paddock. I think so too. There's been a lot that happened today. But you know, I think the thing is we gotta just do our best to make sure there's good, clean racing. Oh, that's not helpful. That's not helpful. There it is. 3 wide. All right, settling into positions. Looks like Limp has moved up 2 more. He made the move there.
Yeah, managed to pass both.
Let's swap back over. I want to see a quick look at. Oh, okay, that was interesting.
Some stuttering on our screen there.
Yep. Looks like he spun it and he snapped back. So I want to see tires real quick. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see because that also tells us a story.
Yeah. Joseph's gonna maybe possibly be a little bit slower than some of the other people out there with 14 lap old hards. Not terrible for
But
hards.
he's in 5th position.
And he has a.
I think he's had good tire management.
Yeah.
And if those things do play in his favor, yes, the driver of the day vote is coming soon. I think if those 2 play in his favor, then we are going to see some. Well, I mean, we're already seeing an interesting end of the race here. I'm not sure with a 14 and a 12-second gap between 1 and 2 and 2 and 3, how that's a big gap to make up with 3 laps left.
Certainly. Definitely with only 3 laps. That's going to be a bit difficult. We don't
I want to hop up here to Tassos. He's about 2.5 seconds out for number 3. He's going to be trying to make his statement here. Getting out of the podium, because that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. I want to see. I always love the podium votes people do, especially for like number 1. They're always fun to see. No, it's the personality people. The personality. Okay, Casper Dew's still right around 2 seconds, so he's fighting for the middle of the pack. So we have to consider with this 16-person grid from the start, points all the way through, well, not all the way to the end, but more than just our very front grouping. Those points will matter and will be distributed, and there's always constructors to think about.
And I mean, this is just the first race.
Yeah, there's a lot of season left. But foundationally, I think this could help some people a lot. This, I know, because I know Broken always has something he wants to say about what's going on. It might make him work a little harder. I think KGB is going to stay on 6 level mediums.
We should.
Well, probably. Well, because if not, I mean, he's losing positions. There's no reason for him to switch. He's on faster tires than the other ones. As long as he can maintain it, I would imagine that he would stay. That's my. I'm locking in that answer. That's my final answer. Does that sound like I knew what I was talking about?
You know what? I thought you knew what you were talking about.
I thought it sounded like I knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, and that says a lot as
you gotta fake it till you make it. We're gonna hop down to our number 9 actually, Limp. He is on 4 lap old tops. He's gaining pace on Casper.
Certainly our
but
lowest
we're
delta
2
right
laps
now.
away from the end of the race.
That we are.
And we are going to do our best to get in on the leader.
Certainly
under the flag.
We don't want to miss that.
Ooh, Casper lost it. They're coming out. So that's a tricky act. That's one of those curves where if you catch it wrong a little bit and you're applying too much right on, it'll give you a tough time. It'll give you a tough time.
Yeah.
And that lost about 7 seconds. We're gonna jump up here to Tassos in number 4, about 2 seconds off. 9 lap old cards. We're coming in. We're coming towards the end. We're coming to the end of the race.
It's gonna be a bit hard to catch up to KGB on hards when KGB's on mediums. You can see what Tassos does here.
I want to swap over again to just change.
Certainly.
I really like the position change. So
You can see,
yeah,
well
look,
done.
still 8 positions up. He has the biggest improvement today.
But we
For
have-
not having been able to get in the edge he could have with qualifying and where that would have positioned him. Clearly he has pace.
Certainly.
Clearly he has pace. Where that would have put us, where that would have changed things.
Not only that, but we actually do have a racer out there who is where they
Started number 7 with Toby. Yep. Well, I mean, yeah. We have 1 lap left.
That we do.
Let us see how this shakes out. I'm going to try to keep my thoughts and comments to myself. I want this to happen well for everyone.
While we don't have any super low coaches out there, maybe we'll take a look at that car guy going.
Let's see how he's able to finish out his race.
Penultimate lap.
His penultimate lap. First to last. Second to last? Last, yeah, second. First to last. That's usually what I am, first person to get last.
Yeah. But we're working on a set of drums, guys. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah, we'll just create a soundboard.
Yeah.
We're gonna switch our names up.
We're gonna have way too many Duke Nukem sounds. It's gonna be great.
I don't actually know what those sound like. I don't need to
you'll
learn.
learn.
It's okay. It's fine. I'm fine with that. The poll for driver of the day is up. If you have thoughts, comments, concerns, you want to voice your opinion on this and who you think should get that driver of the day title, then you let us know.
Get it in fast. The day has 1 lap left.
Yeah, 1 lap left. Left. But we will leave it up. As always, the F1 game will enlighten us into who it thinks will be its
That it will.
driver of the day. And again, driver of the day brought to you by Zinx. Shout out to them.
I hear they have good supplies.
No, they're digital marketing.
They're digital.
That's where you begin your digital adventure.
Oh man.
Now, if you want good pedals,
Yes.
then you go to Sim Coaches.
That's where you go to Sim.
And that's who's going to tell us about our overtakes with our overtake. But before we get to that, we have to watch the end of the race here. And Tassos is still about 1.5 seconds away from number 3. I don't know, with it basically being at the end of the last lap, if he's going to be able to make up any more positions, but I'm hoping to see something exciting. Never that exciting. though.
Certainly.
Not terribly exciting. It's the end of the race. I don't need to see...
Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy.
Yes.
Nothing crazy. I think
But
he might be trying to make that move, though,
You
real
know,
quick.
yeah, you see that delta dropping. Let's see what happens here. We'll stay on him a little bit, and we'll try and still catch the end of the race here in just a little bit with our leader. But
Well,
not
what we're gonna
for
do is
another
we're
section.
gonna keep an eye on the minimap.
That we will.
That's what we're gonna do.
At least one of.
At least one.
So we can see.
We're
Oh,
half a second away. Okay.
point four. Really going to be looking to make his move here. Point two. And
Making
there
the
he
move on the
goes.
Alpine. There it is. DRS engaged, taken off. So that'll put him into number 3, and we know he wants to maintain this through the end of the race.
That he does.
We are just out there. Caution in sector 1. Not sure what happened out on the track.
A little bit of caution.
Always have a little bit of caution. Not too much though. You gotta, sometimes you gotta send it.
That you do.
Send it.
But look, KGB, looking to try and make up some of that ground. Not quite losing a little bit of time there. Right now, we might switch back over to Bad Car Guy.
We are, so we can watch him finish
He's
on
coming
the lap.
into
I'm
the
hoping
last-
KGB is able to take it away. It's right there.
And you know
He's
what?
right there, half a second away.
I think Bad Car Guy would agree with me. He's
We're
looking
gonna
forward to his
we're gonna
last
hop
wiggle.
back because we'll have time. We'll have time because look at the intervals. We will. We'll have time. So here we have Bad Car Guy coming in to finish it off.
Looks like
A little
the
bit of
winning
celebratory.
wiggles.
This is mine. I see you. Okay. And I want to see here. Tassos made the move. He moved up into 3rd. Okay, KGB there, and okay. So we have our 1 and 2 Bad Car Guy number 1, Fabry number 2. It looks like we're gonna have Tassos here coming in number 3 with KGB Daddy right there with him.
Yep. Barring a move right now, there he is. Finishes our 3 and our 4 seed. And then after that, we're looking
We're just
at
gonna
Joseph.
we'll just keep
Yeah,
watching.
we'll move back here.
We'll
We
keep
got
watching. We're just gonna watch how everyone crosses the line.
Yeah.
So that was an exciting turn of events. I think
was.
we've had a stunning race today.
Yes.
I was surprised by some of the things that we saw. Bit of action, lots of recoveries, some incredible overtakes, and some move position changes.
Certainly.
Because there was only one person didn't move at all, and then 2 people moved. 4 people moved 1 spot, and everyone else moved at least 3 spots.
Yes. That they did. You can see our...
And here we have our championship series now. Limpwell down with a new fastest lap, 144.174.
That's incredibly fast.
Get that on the soundboard.
Wow.
Then I can do a... Woo! That's incredible.
That is over 2 seconds faster than the lap record.
That's incredible. Okay, so championship series points. We have Landon coming in at number 1, Fabry number 2, Tassos number 3, and see those are the points distributions that I was telling you about. Our 1 through 9 is where it matters right now.
Yep.
Ferrari is in number 1 for our constructors, Aston number 2, Red Bull 3, and Alpine 4 right now. And that was the first race of Delta Zero Production Championship League this year. That was pretty good.
See that car guy there taking our number 1 seed in the race.
That
driver of the day is well done.
That's according to the game, though.
Yes, but
now, who do we think our driver of the day is? And we will have that poll wrapping up here in just a moment, I believe, and then we'll let you know the results. That was a stunning performance there, all around.
I'm just gonna say I don't get a vote, but if I had to vote, that would have been my vote.
And look at that. That's what I love to see. Those little emotes. He wants to hear it. He wants to hear it from the crowd.
Yep.
And you know how I know, because he did the little wiggles at the end. He wanted to say, look at me.
Always know by
Crossing
the
the
wiggles.
start. Oh, the wiggles.
Give you away.
What an Australian band. All right.
And there he is with Jim.
Can you pull up those results for us, sir? Everything? Okay, well, the results will be up in a minute.
That they will.
What are your thoughts? Do you have thoughts?
Oh, sometimes.
Oh, is it usually just like a vacuum? Just a vacuous...
Every once in a while.
It echoes a bit up
They
there,
pop
doesn't
in there, and then I have that brief second where I'm like, should I say this? Most of the time the answer is yes.
No, the answer is probably... I'll tell you, sir,
Oh.
the answer is usually no.
Oh.
Respectfully. I say that with great care.
You know, as long as there is respect involved.
So let's look at these times real quick while we still have this up. 144.174, 2 seconds faster than every other driver out there today.
That is fast.
What does that tell you?
2 seconds faster than the record.
That tells me
Yes.
that there's going to be a lot to see the rest of the season
Certainly.
from Well Done. And we'll see some fast times. We'll see some competition. I think there's a lot of opportunity left for people to move up and down that leaderboard in terms of points.
Yeah.
The championship series, but right now, Bad Car Guy, Fabry, and Tassos in our 1, 2, and 3, the Brit, the Italian, and the Greek.
Yeah. It's exciting.
1, 2, and 3.
You know, and the exciting thing about this is we even have some racers who didn't race today who certainly talk a big game. We'll see if they back it up in future races and add some more competition.
I know we're missing Chris. I know we're missing
Yeah.
Broken, aka Brian Miller. So it'll be exciting to see what else we have in store. Do we have the poll results, good sir?
Ooh, we can get some results here possibly in just a little bit. We can figure out who indeed chat thought was driver of the day.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of torn because I think a couple people did really well.
Okay.
But that is, I don't know if should I share my thoughts?
Yes.
I think Well Done.
That's why you're here.
Did crazy good today.
He did.
The position change. I know, and there was some incidences out there, and a lot happened. You know, people lost positions, but so okay, it's tough though, because like multiple different people stood out really well.
Yeah.
And one of the guys that didn't finish, Hyper.
Yeah.
So chat's talking about it now too. Like, did have some crazy performances, and then we weren't able to see him finish. So, I mean, I think it just speaks to we're gonna have a season.
Certainly.
We're gonna have an exciting season.
Yes.
And I don't.
Lots of competition out there.
Yeah, and we didn't even have all of our drivers out there today, and we know we have other fast drivers. I think what it'll be is it'll really be a battle for 1 through 3. I think we'll have another battle in the middle of the pack.
Yes.
And I think we're gonna see a lot of contention when it comes to constructors.
Definitely.
Like constructors points, and that might come down to getting every point where you can.
I mean,
whether it's getting those fastest lap points where you can. Just working out strategies so you make sure that we need these XYZ points. We have to finish in this position, making it happen,
Certainly. It could all come down to the very last second of the very last race. Point counts.
And I think we have the driver of the day results. Bad Car Guy. There you go. Bad Car Guy is our driver of the day. Congratulations to him.
Fantastic.
And you know, I think he did well. I think he earned it because that was a commanding performance, and to navigate all the craziness that happened out on track today, and to come out on top, that was good. I like to see it. I like to see it. I like to see it. Well, that is our presentation today of Belgium. We are at the Dutch Grand Prix next week, which looks like a difficult track.
It looks difficult.
It looks like a difficult track.
You know what I see more of?
What?
Wiggles.
With lots of turns. Yes,
Yeah,
there are
lots of
turns. Lots of turns.
You should get a sponsorship. Wiggles.
Lots of turns.
Yeah.
So, we are going to say goodbye here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us for an exceptionally exciting race today. I was happy to see it. I was happy to be a part of it. Thank you all for everyone, you know, chatting it up in the chat. Love to engage, love to talk to you and hear what your thoughts are on it. Driver of the day standings, I think he earned it. I think he earned it. I'm excited to see how the couple of the guys that weren't here respond next week, how the drivers that did race respond next week. And with that, we'll see you then. Thank you very much for joining us today at Delta Zero Productions.
Yeah, and we'll see you next time.
And we'll see you next time.